Hi there everyone, this is Bombhead, and today we're going to take a look at Malden 2035. This particular map has been kicking about in the Malden form since the original sort of Operation Flashpoint days, and that's when I was first introduced to it. All the old towns are still there on it. I think every single settlement is still there. I don't believe they've removed any, and I don't think they've added any either. I could be wrong. But they have made some major changes to it. They've updated the terrain foliage so it fits the new Arma 3 series. They've put some new trees in there, some new houses, some houses from Tanoa, some houses from Stratus Altis, and some new buildings. They've massively updated places like Airport. The little island of Moray up here now has a proper airfield on it. There's a small military unit down here on the island down here. Places like Le Port are much bigger, and my intention today is just simply to give you a fly around, let you see some of the terrain, and let you really get a feel for what's there. I'm not going to show the whole island. I don't want to. I think that would be wrong. But what I will do is fly you around and yeah, just show you what it looks like. So I thought I'd start the flyover with a bit of an edge around the coast. You can just see the hills in the distance. We're not going to take a fly up them today. We're just going to stick mainly to the lower and middle part of the island. I thought we'd start at Lalice, which for those of you Operation Flashpoint heads, you'll know it well. It's quite an important location for Op Flashpoint. And yeah, let's just take a look. I mean, Lalice is a little pokey little place, a few pretty buildings, looks really nice. Right next to Lalice is a little gift from Bohemia. This fabulously wrecked airfield, correction, military base. I said airfield, it's not an airfield. Yeah, what a great setting, what an absolutely fantastic setting. I spotted this on the flyover initially because of that building there on my left, in the rock face. This wrecked set of domes and walls and things are really quite well camouflaged if you're doing, well, if you're flying around at speed. But wow, are they not fantastic. What a great setup, thanks BI. So if we take a drop down to the edge of the airfield, main airport as it's known, you'll see it's by far and away the most impressive airport so far put out by BI. So Bohemia's maps, Alta Stratus and Tanoa, don't have any single airfield as well developed as this. The guys and girls have really put together something quite unique for their maps. Well laid out, nice sets of hangars, nicely laid out, aprons and technical buildings and barracks and the like. Let's just follow the main road round before we get to the next town. Okay, so here we are on the outskirts of La Trinité. Again, massively important in the Operation Flashpoint world. Good storylines happen here, and it's nothing, absolutely nothing like I remember Operation Flashpoint. In fact, if we just nose up here a moment, this tree there, directly in front of me, the dark green one, I believe that's a new tree. I don't recall seeing that from Stratus and Altis. If I'm wrong, please by all means tell me, but I think that's one of the new types. I like it, it's nice. Looks a bit like a yew tree. So, plenty of little churches. Religion's very, very important to the people of the Mediterranean, and it's reflected in the number of churches all across the island. And some of the grander churches, like the blue domed one over the front here, you can't get into these churches. If you go down and take a look on the ground, you'll find the doors are chained, they're shackled. Ahead of us is a petrol station that we might recognise from Tanoa. And again, lots of these painted buildings. Blue seems to be quite popular, as does yellow. So great landmarks for us to use when we are carrying out assaults or regrouping, or otherwise just trying to navigate around with our comrades in arms. Okay, let's take a blast on. So on to La Porte. Houdan, Dordan are behind me. La Porte is much bigger than it was. It's much more spread out. It's got a large power station around the corner. I think it's the largest settlement on the island. I could be wrong. Certainly in the way that it's spread out along the road, it's the largest. I don't know if it's the densest or it has the most properties. Here we can see a combination of the new cypress trees, the palm trees, and those, I'm not really sure what they are, could be yew trees. So all three of them together. They just add that little bit of extra colour to the place. As I said, I'm not going to explore the whole island. I want to show you every village or every town. I think that'd be unfair. I think it'd be much better for you to go out and have a look for yourselves and enjoy. It's currently available on the development branch until the 22nd of June, which is where I'm at. So looking at La Porte proper, it's certainly a lot more developed than you had previously. It's a really long linear town. It snakes along the side of the road and around this big hill there to my forward and right. Great vantage points around here. I can see this being again, there's lots of high points around it. This could be a sniper's heaven, this map. Onto the port itself with the power station at the end. Port's a reasonable size for a little island like this. It's a decent size, what you kind of expect. Right, so you'll find plenty of open land, plenty of cover, plenty of corridors of travel. It's not massively overdeveloped in the centre of the island. Most of this around the outside, so just gone past Chapoy, San Marie on my right, further up. I'll just fly over that now. But as you can see, it's quite a tough terrain. Vehicles are going to have a hard time here. We're not going to have any of those mad sort of armed cavalry type dashes across plains like you get on Altis. Everything's going to be a little bit more measured, a little bit more controlled, and I like that. It changes the flavour of things, and I think something that will work well for aircraft with the new Jets DLC and the mechanisms within that. You've got plenty of ground clutter that you can use to hide yourself from missiles, from other hostile aircraft. There's plenty of it, so you do have a fighting chance here, which I think on the more open areas of Altis you certainly wouldn't do. There's nothing for you to hide behind. You'd have to be a super low, super brave or skilled or stupid pilot. I think the last thing we'll show, what I think is, for me, one of the most outstanding features of the island. So from a heli-pilot's point of view, I think this is absolutely beautiful. And I can see people practicing this particular feature and getting it right off the pat. See who can do it at speed. The lowest, the fastest at speed. That'd be interesting. It won't be me, by the way. I might enjoy flying up and down that, but it won't be me. Right. And on that very squeaky tight but very pretty note, thank you all. Enjoy yourselves and explore and enjoy. See ya!